Hey everybody, Alex from SCADA here. Today we're going to dive into device connections in Ignition so that we can set up some simulated data so we can have some tags to look at in our Ignition gateway, manage history and alarms and those sorts of things. So to add a new device connection, we're going to go to our gateway webpage, log in, and on the left we're going to go to Connections, go under Devices and select Connections. We currently have no devices configured, so we will create a device connection by clicking the Create Device Connection button. This will bring us to the device type selector. If you have an actual PLC, you can use, say, your Allen Bradley or Siemens modules or Modbus modules to connect to a device. For our needs here, we're going to use the Programmable Device Simulator. This will give us a standard set of tags that inductive automation has generated with simulated data mimicking real-world processes we can use on our screens. So we're going to select that. We're going to hit Next. We're going to give it a name. We'll just call it PLC. It's enabled. We can give it a description if we want. We'll just put in PLC Simulator. Then we have a few different options for programs. We have none, a generic program, where we can set up a program that we can kind of control the values that we're looking at. A SLIC program, which simulates an Allen Bradley SLIC processor, which gives us some legacy formatted tags, or the dairy simulator. The dairy simulator comes with modern style tags that make more sense for what we're doing. We want to repeat the program, and we'll just update it every second, and we'll leave legacy mode alone. And we'll hit Create Device Connection. And now we see that we have our Programmable Device Simulator PLC, and the status is running, so that program is operating. Next, we can go to our designer. We can come down to our tag browser, and just to keep things organized, we will create a new folder called Simulated Data. And we'll use the little plus button here, and we can browse devices. This will allow us to see all of the devices that we have configured, in this case, just our simulated PLC. So under our OPC browser, we will expand the Ignition OPC UA server, which is the basis for everything on our Ignition gateway. We'll expand the devices folder, and we'll expand the PLC folder. Now this gives us three different folders here. We have refrigeration, which gives us some compressors, towers, and then some tags down here at the bottom. Within each of these folders are some tags tied to the compressor for voltage, amps, suction pressure, temperature, etc. And the tower has three different pumps, fan speed, and then a few other tags as well. And then under controls, this gives us the controls to manage how that simulator runs. If we wanted to change the base rate, pause it, see how many times the program's run, reset things, etc. We're not worried about the controls tags for this purpose, so we will bring over, and under the overview folder, there's a number of motors and palletizers, basically pieces of equipment, each that has their own tags below those. An air handling unit with fans, temperature and humidity sensor, palletizer, case counts, etc. So you can really use this to simulate a fairly basic production process with different types of equipment, and is something we would commonly use in demos and things where we're not tied to an actual process, but we still want to see data changing on the screen. So to bring these tags over, we'll select both in the list by clicking on one and then shift clicking on the other. We will click the simulated data folder, because that's where we want it to move across to. And then we'll click the add button here in the middle. And we'll see the import details changes to 124 tags staged for import. If we expand our simulated data folder over here, we'll see what that tag structure is going to look like once we've imported the tags. Now we hit OK. And now in our tag browser, we have all of these tags available. And if we look at, say, our motor amps on motor 1, we see that that value is changing based on what's in the program. So now we can populate these tags on the screen pretty easily. So that's how we get tags from a device into Ignition. You would follow the same process if you're using an actual PLC instead of a simulator, or if you're looking at, MQTT data. Some of that's going to happen for you automatically. You can also pull in tags from other OPC servers if you're connected to those from the Ignition gateway, or any protocols that you're using as well, like Modbus or BACnet or DNP3, depending on the industry that you're operating in. So now we have the ability to set up things like alarms, tag history, etc., as we need to, based on our process requirements. So that covers devices and getting something set up in Ignition so you can pull tags across. And then in future videos, we'll use this data to make some interesting screens, as well as get into the design challenge and the gold certification prep material. Thank you for watching.